Hey, my name is Chris Gerding, and I'm the CEO of Boomerang. So thank you for letting me have the opportunity to speak just a little bit about our story and just kind of send a few special thank yous to people from ULA, including first and foremost Teadira. Thank you for the opportunity to do this and for your help and support. You've had a very big role in helping shape what Boomerang is today. But I'll start just with the history, a little bit of what we are and kind of what we're doing. Boomerang began as a graduate school experiment. It was a project where we were trying to create this Comunidad de Intercambios, más o menos, between students at ULA and from other Latin American universities and students in the United States. And so it would be 15 minutes conversation in English and then 15 minutes conversation in Spanish together. And that was what interested me in Spanish and kind of hooked my motivation. And so it became this project where we were trying to recreate those types of experiences to further motivate a student learning another language and attach more culture and more realism to why you're learning and practicing the language. And so it eventually adapted to a program where instead of doing English and Spanish together as two peer learners, now what it is today is a system whereby American schools, we heard from a lot of professors and teachers saying, we really, really want this as part of the curriculum as long as we can guarantee who they're speaking with and kind of the credentials of the person that they're speaking with and make sure it's a safe and productive program. And so basically a student in the United States will reserve a time on one of our Spanish speakers' calendars for a 15-minute or a 30-minute conversation purely in Spanish. And so it really was born out of students from ULA where Yaneza and Maria Paola, who you might hear from at this conference, I understand, helped me recruit other speakers from the Modern Language School and eventually from students in other countries to be these native Spanish speakers who would log into a video website that we built that's similar to Skype in that it's a video chat. There is a timer to show how much time they have left. There's an area for discussion topics, so there's a little bit of structure to the conversations. But really, it's an opportunity for American students. Usually this is their first conversation ever for more than a few sentences in Spanish, let alone some with a native speaker. And so it affords them the opportunity to celebrate differences in culture, understand more about Venezuela, about Ecuador, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, these other countries of where the speakers are coming from. And instead of correcting for grammar and being a tutor, it's really a chance for encouraging and motivating these students to try and speak and try and understand with a little bit more clarity and having fun and getting out of a textbook and getting out of some of the more classroom-oriented activities that is hard to do or impossible to bring inside of a classroom. And so what we started with as this experiment has turned into just this amazing opportunity that's just kind of grown beyond itself in the sense that the American students are learning so much about culture, they're being so motivated, and they're really enjoying understanding how similar a 19-year-old in the States is to a 19-year-old in Venezuela, for example. But we also had no idea the impact that something like this could have on some of the Venezuelan students as well as other students in different countries, as we know that we understand the situation has obviously gotten so much worse. And so we, I admire everyone that we've worked with so much. They're just the most talented, intelligent, and pleasant people to work with. And we had no idea that the impact could kind of help them as another part-time job to help get them through, university and finish with their degrees. And so I just want to thank everyone. This has just been a great opportunity, to work with such an amazing team, and they're making it such a difference for students in the States. And so we're also really excited to be a small part of helping them out too in Venezuela. But anyway, I hope to one day meet more of you in person. And if you have any questions about the team or the process or what we do, please feel free to reach out to me. It would be a pleasure. Nos vemos. Adios.